Hello, 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 everyone. It is Teresa from Teresa's Spot for Art. Welcome to Squeeze the Day Crafty Bunch experience. How is everyone? How's everyone's day? You guys been watching, following along, doing your thing. I'm gonna do a little, I guess, mixed media for you guys. Put my stuff away. I started today because we only have 45 minutes, and I didn't want to. I want to be able to finish, so I started ahead. So this doesn't look like much right now, and I have the sun. Here we go. So I painted this lemons for Squeeze the Day, and I painted this my post. There we go. Okay, so this is the back and this is the front, but I'm going to show you how and why I did this and what we're going to get to next. So I'm going to turn you guys around, and we're going to get started. So hello, hello, hello. It is Teresa. This is just my turntable. I may or may not need it. This is the PDF you guys have. We are doing, thank you, Christy. Thank you. We're doing a little junk journal folio. But instead of using craft paper, I'm doing a little acrylic painting with you guys today. So this is the 2-piece PDF folio. Digital download. It's available. I put the link up above. So this was this. I'm going to show you how I traced it on here. And then this is the second page. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets and a tag if you want. These are a little lighter. It doesn't matter. This is mixed media paper I pulled out of my book. Okay. So I'm going to just put this on here. I'm going to get this little piece of tape that I'm reusing, and I'm going to stick it on here. Then I have this graphite paper, and I am going to reuse it, shiny side down, and stick it in here. All right, let me grab a ruler just for the hell of it. And I'm just going to now, I'm transferring these shapes onto my mixed media paper. And I'm going to show you why in a minute. Okay, so I'm just being as careful as I can. It's not going to matter because we are going to come back with scissors later. These shapes are very faint. You know why? Because I tend to be a little frugal. And since we're not really using these shapes, you didn't need to waste a ton of ink to print these out. I mean, we're using the shapes, but we're not using what we printed. These are just guides. So I can now draw these on here. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing in a second. So see that, there we go. Okay. I tape it down so it doesn't move. Hey, Capri, nice to see you. How's your summer going? How's life? How's things? Thanks for hopping on. All right. I'm using the ruler for the straight edge, but if you guys know me, I'm not much of a ruler person. Let's see, am I missing anything? Yes, I'm missing this bottom. And then this edge. Okay. All right, put this away, pop this off. Again, this is a 2-page digital download for you guys. It has the pockets, 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets, and then a tag if you want. And I put it on here. We are in the summer mode outside, and I'm inside an AC. Oh, yeah, I bet. I know. I had to go out today. I had to go out today at 1:30. It was hot. It was really hot. So out. I'm going to get out some more paint. My paint dried up from when I painted. This is the cover I painted today. This is the outside, and this is the inside. And now I'm going to paint these tags with you guys, showing you a couple of techniques. Hey, Jeanette. Hey, Christy. Showing you a couple of painting techniques and then how we're going to put this all together to make a folio. We'll have to dry it, of course, but that's okay. I got my green. Let me get a little bit of brown. My brown dried up. Okay. And then I'm just going to get a big, like a 1-inch brush, because I'm just going to do the background stuff first. Now, because we're going to cut these out, I don't really care about going outside the lines. So I'm going to just paint sloppy, you guys. Pick up some tan, pick up some white, and oh, I think I need to fix this brush or get a new one. And come in here, and like I said, I'm just doing the background. And because we're going to cut it out, I don't have to stay in the lines. I don't even care. Okay? If you want this download, it is available. I put the link above. And I also put the link to my YouTube channel. Dozens and dozens and dozens of step-by-step videos on my YouTube channel. Okay? If you could go over there and show me some love and hit the subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. If you just hopped on, hi, welcome. Welcome to the Crafty Bunch. It's dinner time, so I don't know. Thanks for hopping on, even though it's dinner time. Well, maybe not be dinner time before you. It's dinner time here. My husband had a little fender bender a couple of weeks ago with his truck, and he dropped it off to get fixed. Just the beginning. Well, we dropped it off to get fixed the beginning of last week. And it's ready already. And he came home. He went to go pick it up. I said, okay, but you're going to have to wait, because I got a live to do. I'm enjoying you mixing and painting with your new friend, Jerry. Thank you, Capri. You know what? Me too. And that's another reason why I painted quite a few things today. I have an in-person kids event on Friday. I had to paint a sample. Then I thought to incorporate my painting with this folio today. And I'm like, wow, I haven't really sat down and focused on painting in quite some time, and liked it a lot. So what am I going to do with this one? I don't know. I think I'm going to just start adding in some kind of basket weave to it. And again, we're going to take our scissors, so it doesn't matter. I'm going right out of the lines, you guys. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to wipe my brush off. I'm going to go into my little fawn paint, and I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm just making like a little patchwork. Being very abstract. I'm going to wipe off my brush again. Hello, Carol. Nice to see you. Happy Wednesday. Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Hello, Lisa. I haven't seen you. Wow, Lisa, I haven't seen you in forever. I came across something on your page today. I know I gave it the other day. I know I gave it a like, and I'm like, oh, there's Lisa. I haven't seen her in such a long time. I know, you guys. I've been, I don't know where I've been. I just been. Okay. So I'm not doing my thing yet because I'm just blending and playing right now. I'm going to get into some vines and some leaves and some lemons right there for you guys. So I think that's good. I think I'm going to be done with that for now. So I'm going to pick up my liner brush. Okay. I'm going to start with this tag here, I think. I'm going to take my liner brush. I'm going to roll it between my thumb and forefinger. When I'm using a small brush or a liner brush or a little tiny round brush, I like for all my fibers to come together. I want it to be pointy. All right. I'm just going to put it a little bit in this light green over there. And I'm going to come up here and I'm just going to start painting in some vines. They can crisscross. Again, I'm not worried about being inside or outside the lines, because when we come back and I grab my scissors to cut it with, then you'll get it. So right now I'm just putting vines on here. I want to thank Christy for organizing this. She is awesome, you guys. Her and I are in a couple of groups together, including this one. And she's just great. And it's nice to have community. It's nice to have community. It's nice to have a nice community of other creators who are like-minded, and we just want to be out there sharing our love for creativity with others. All right, so I put those vines in there. Now I'm just going to pick up a little bit of this dark green paint. This is a little tiny brush. It's not even a 1/4 inch wide. I'm going to pick up a little bit of this light green paint. And I'm just now going to come in here and I'm just going to start adding in some little leaves. When I do these leaves, I start my brush standing up. I put a little push and a twist. So I push my brush, I push and twist and go to a point. And I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to add a bunch of leaves. And again, I don't care if I go outside the lines because I can't even see the lines now. Because we're going to come back and we're going to cut everything out. Of course, we're going to have to hit it with the dryer because we have to make sure everything is dry. I'm just adding these little tiny leaves. Sometimes I'm picking up some dark green. Sometimes I'm picking up some light green. And isn't it fun to not have to worry about the lines and everything being perfect? I'm turning it around so some of my leaves can now go the other way because it's a vine. So now I'm just going to take the back of my brush. I'm going to dip it in my yellow. And I'm just going to add some yellow dots. Because this is all going to coordinate. We want it to coordinate with our cover. All right. I did lemons. I have a thing about lemons. And so now I'm just randomly placing some yellow dots in here. Okay. Once I settle into random is, yes. Yeah, random takes a bit. I tell my students all the time when I'm teaching, even when I'm teaching online, in person, whatever, the two hardest things for me to learn, the two hardest things for me to learn were, now I have to add a little bit more green to here because I tried to do that, were a light touch and random. And I'm still working on random. I'm still working on random, loosey-goosey. But when I was first learning how to paint, if you told me, like I was just explaining to you guys, your brush is up, push, twist. That's it. Step 1, brush up. Start to push, twist, go to the point. I was good at following those instructions. It was really hard to become loosey-goosey and random and light touch. Those were the hardest things for me. Light touch, random, and loosey-goosey. Now I'm going to show you guys how I paint lemons. If you want, I'll draw it on here first. I have some chalk. When I do a lemon, I do a little bump. Then I make the fruit a little bit wider. And then it comes tapered down at the bottom. Okay, so I chalked it on there. Yes, I am pretty structured. That's why sometimes it's hard for me to be whimsy and easy peasy, because I am more structured. I was a bookkeeper. My life is bookkeeping and math and numbers. And then to try and use this creative side, It has not been, it was a little difficult at first. Not for, like I said, not for the steps. I got the steps. So anyway, I put 2 different colors of yellow on my brush now, a dark yellow and a light yellow. And I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to follow what I drew in here with the chalk. I'm going to leave the dark yellow to the outside and the light yellow to the inside. I'm applying a little bit of pressure to my brush, and then I'm going to fill it in. And there is part of, or the background of our first lemon. I'm going to do that again. So I'm going to pick up some yellow, a little bit of the dark yellow, and I'm going to come in here. And again, don't care because I'm going off. I'm going to cut this, but I'm just going to paint in here a second lemon. So we got the first lemon, and then we have the second lemon. I'm going to add a little bit more light paint up in here. And then I'm going to pick up a tiny bit of white because I want a little bit of highlight on this lemon too. Okay. So it was 2 colors of yellow, a dark one and a bright one. And then I filled it in and came back and added a little bit of white. And then I added a second lemon down here, which looks crazy right now, but we're going to cut it out and it'll be fine. So I'm going to wash my brush. Okay. Now again, so I did some vinies. I did the lemon. We have to add some leaves to that, but not yet. This, I think I'm going to keep this pocket like this. Again, this is going to be the front of my folio, and this is going to be the back. While we wait for this stuff to dry, let's cut it out. And you guys will get a little bit better idea of what I'm talking about and why I didn't care about the edges. So again, I painted this today. I wanted this to be nice and dry before I started fooling with it. And I traced the template that I gave you guys onto this mixed media paper. And then I painted it. And I didn't worry about the lines or staying in the lines because it didn't matter. Okay. I'm like, should I keep this? I don't know. Am I going to do anything with this? No, I'm getting rid of it. That's it. Made an executive decision. All right. So now I have my line here. I'm going to fold this. Okay. And then I'm going to fold this up to the crease and in half. And I can get my bone folder, I can get a credit card, I can get whatever. And so first of all, we have an envelope, or we have our folio. Isn't that cool? Next time, you guys, I might paint it so it matches up. But this is okay. I'm good with this. All right, so here's our folio. And now we're going to go back to working on our, let me clip this so it stays shut for you guys. I'm going to go back to working on our pockets and ephemera. This is a 2-page download. This is for the entire cover. It has the fold lines in it. And then this is what I'm working on now. I just transferred these shapes to here. They fit. And trace them onto here, and now we're painting them. All right, let me put this one, I can cut this one out. This one's dry. And I don't think I'm going to add anything to this. I like the pattern I made. I don't mind that the background is white. Like I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have had the background white. I should have painted it tan first, but that's okay. That's okay, right? And then this is going to be one of our pockets. We'll put that right there. Our complimentary pocket piece. Okay. I'm going to go back to one of my brushes here. Okay. Oh, I'm going to use this one. Okay. I'm going to pick up some dark green and some light green. I'm going to work them both into my brush here. So I have one corner in the dark green, one corner in the light green, and I'm working them into my brush. I'm going to put a couple of little leaves at the top of my lemon. And these leaves I want to be a little bit longer and skinnier. So I'm standing my brush up. I'm pushing to a point. Okay. I'm going to do another one up here. Standing my brush up. Push to a point, and now we have another leaf there. And then we can put another couple of leaves on top of this one if we want. I'm going to fix this one. There we go. And I'm going to take the back of my brush in the green paint, and I'm just going to come down here, and I'm just going to add these little green dots in each corner. So now, hey, thank you for the sprinkle. Love that. So now we have this tag. Maybe, you know what I'm going to do? Let's let that dry. Let me get my liner brush. Oops, drop my towel, you guys. If you're liking my YouTube channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Let me see. Do I have any up? I don't think I do. Wasn't today fun, you guys? I love this theme. Right away, when Christy posted Squeeze the Day Citrus, I was all over the lemons, you guys. Loving the lemons. All right, I want to make like a little frame around this. This is going to be a pocket. I'm just taking my liner brush. The lines don't have to be straight. They are overlapping at the ends. And there we go. First time watching. Thank you, Wendy. Nice to see you. Nice to have you. Yeah, these events are so fun. So fun. And I'm going to do the same thing here because I liked it. So I'm just taking my liner brush and I'm framing out what's going to be the pockets for the ephemera in our folio, which is here. So we have the folio. I don't need this cardboard right now. We have the folio. We have our one pocket, and now I'm working on the rest of the pockets. Get a little bit of yellow. Okay. I like this design. Not everything has to be over the top. This one just has this little hatch here. Got that weave going on. This one has a little bit of viney, and I put some yellow dots in there. This one I like, even though I messed it up with the green. Now I'm embracing it. I need something from here. Oh. Could we put some lettering on there? I'm not going to write squeeze the day. That's going to be a little complicated. What should I write on that pocket? What do you think? Who has a simple saying or maybe one word that I can write on that pocket? I'm going to cut this pocket out while you guys think about and help me decide what I should put on that pocket there. Where's my line? Let me measure. Okay. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn this one upside down. I'm going to put the thing here. I'm just cutting this out, the little tab for the pocket. There we go. All right, so that's pocket number 2. And I'm going to cut this one out. This one I'm going to cut out a little bit wider, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. This one I'm not going to cut on the line. I'm going to make a fold in this one. Oops. Going to cut out my tag. Okay. And then this one. Now, does everything make sense, you guys, as to why I didn't care if I went outside the lines or not? There we go. Okay. Let me get my dryer. So don't mind me. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Adorable. Thanks, Capri. So I just want to make sure, like, so this is dry. This is dry. I'm going to put some lettering on here. This one's pretty dry. But when you do these dots, the paint tends to be a little thick. So I want to make sure that I hit them with the dryer and I don't make a mess. I love how this all coordinates. Here's my little folio or my envelope. Oops. Got my lemons. So today, Christy, our trustful leader for this Squeeze the Day. Thank you, Carol. Crafty Bunch event was making all kinds of lemon puns all day today. And it was hysterical. All right. So we have this. We have this. Let me open this up. Here's the folio. So now we have to decide where and how we're going to put our pockets. So that one. Actually, I might cut this. This is a little white on top. I think I'm going to cut that off. See? Beauty. All right. Then I left a fold on this one. Cut this one a little larger because I'm going to fold this one a little bit. This way my pocket on this one, because I have the tab on here, let's cut off this little corner. My garbage bowl. Because I have the tab on here now, I cut this one. When I put it in, it'll make our pocket a little wider. Okay? So that's one pocket. That's 2 pockets. This is a little card we're going to put in. And then these can go over and double. So that's one. And we can use these and double up. Or I think I might want to do this here. And then this. and then this, and this. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. So I have out some clear Elmer's glue, and I'm just going to glue this on two sides. Oh, is it stuck? Let me get that little thing out of there. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to just put a little bit of glue here. You can use your favorite glue, two-sided tape, whatever you like. I would not recommend using hot glue. You have to work really fast, and it gets hard and makes your stuff uneven and bumpy. Okay, then how cute are these little baby clothespins? Aren't these adorable? Got these on the Amazon. They're in my shop if you're interested. And I just stick a couple of them on here while my glue dries. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to glue down two sides and pop this on here. Now this is a little harder to clip, so I'll only be able to clip it on the bottom. I could put something heavy on it. That's not very heavy because it's empty. I could put something heavy on here just to hold it down for a minute while I finish painting. This is a tag. I'm going to take my hole punch and pop a hole right in there. I could put ribbon on there if I want. I always love those tiny. Aren't they the cutest thing, Christine? I just love them. You can actually even get them. I don't know if you've seen them. They make them for holidays where you can get little characters on them, pumpkins, flowers, ghosts, whatever, and for like Halloween or Christmas or Thanksgiving. So cute. Okay, back to this little guy. I am going to look. I'm going to see if Christy said anything that I could put on a card today. I'm going to go in our chat. Let's see. Citrus twist. Zesting it up. Okay, these are funny, you guys. Full squeeze mode. Juice-tacular. Oh, and it was just a punny day. Let's see what else. Get ready to pulp out all the crafty goodness. So funny. So funny. Okay. So I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my paint pen. I should chalk it first. There we go. A piece of scrap paper here. If you guys use a paint pen, it's always a good idea to pounce it and start it off on something else. Okay. Let me hit that with the dryer so I don't smudge it. Twisted creation. Look at you, Capri. Okay. Let me see if I can get a pen to work. There we go. Okay. There we go. I'm just writing this out. I practice my lettering. I'm not a letterer by any stretch of the imagination. I'm working on it. There we go. Oh, let's thicken this one too. So by the end of 2025, I want to be able to letter. So I've been practicing. Okay, that's probably glued. That's glued. Okay, let me hit this again with the dryer. So if you want this 2-page download, this is the outline for the folio, and this is the outlines for the pockets and the tag. You can make as many tags as you want. Trace them onto, this is mixed media paper, or you can trace it onto cardstock. It's up to you. This way, you're not using your printer, printing out multiple pages, all kind of color. If you don't only have a black and white printer, this will work for you. I have a membership. It's called the Junk Journal Hive, where we do crafts like this, and then junk journal kits. We do 4 projects a month. So I do 2 projects each month that are a little bit more scrappy and kind of use what you have in your stash and are more along the lines of junk journaling. And then my partner in crime, Serena, does 2 of her very amazing creative kits. You get the digital download for the kits, and we meet 5 times a month. Thank you, Christy. Thank you for having me. We meet 5 times a month. I do 2 projects. Serena does 2 projects. And then we have an open studio once a month where we just come and hang and create and chit chat. And that is not recorded. That's private. That's for us only. And then if you can't make it to our lives and our tutorials, you can always catch them on YouTube unlisted. We have all the digital downloads and all the YouTube videos available on our YouTube unlisted and a Google Drive for you guys. Thank you, Christy. Thank you for having me. If you're new to me and new to my page, I have the link for this digital download for these templates above. And I also have the link to my YouTube channel. I have literally hundreds of videos on my YouTube channel, step-by-step mixed media projects. Let me line that up a little better. Yeah, there we go. And acrylic painting, wine glass painting, all kinds of stuff. All right, there's my tag. I'm going to get a little piece of ribbon for that. And I'm going to take this. I'm going to get a big one. I'm going to put this down here. And I'm going to put this one down here. I'm going to grab some ribbon. 1 second, you guys. Okay, I love me some gingham ribbon. I don't know. I'm embracing things of the past the older that I get. I love the color pink now. I didn't ever really like the color pink. I love the color pink now. And I love me some gingham ribbon. All right, let's move that up. I'm going to fold my ribbon so the ends meet each other. And I'm just going to take a little clip. Let me get my Rachel Ray garbage bowl. Little clip, dovetail the end right there like that. And I don't know how long it has to be. I guess it could be like that long. And do the same thing on the other end. I'm going to take them, gingham for the win. Love it, right? I'm going to fold them to the outside. Then you cut from the inside out. And I have another little dovetail there. Move aside my Rachel Ray garbage bowl. Gingham is happy. That's what I think. That's what I think. I love gingham. Although I did a YouTube live not too long ago and I put it on TikTok, I could not remember the word gingham, you guys. I was like, who can't remember the word gingham? I was like, this ribbon, this ribbon. I love this ribbon. What's it called? What's it called? Nobody would even help me out. It was so sad. Anyway, so I put it through. And there. So if I had more tags and more ephemera and whatever, we would have that like that. You put it in here. You put it in here. You put it in here. 4 pockets. Put it in here. All these pockets I have. Okay. Put it there. I'm going to undo my clips for now because I'm going to show you guys. Okay. And then it just folds up. And now you have this folio. And you can take this folio and you can, I'm going to put my tape back on my ribbon. Okay. You can pop this into a journal, glue this part down, and then you'd have it, you can open it, or you can just have it separate. You can put it in a little tuck, and there you go. So, let me turn you guys around. Let me turn you around. Here I am with the sun on my eyes. Okay. So thank you for having me. I guess Linda, it is considered a plaid, right? But I think, and I'm not sure about this. I think it's a plaid with a white and a color and with even squares. A lot of time plaids are uneven. Some of the lines are thinner, some are thicker, some of the squares are bigger, some are smaller. I believe a gingham is uniform and it is white and a color. I could be wrong. Because look. Can you see that? I'm not perfect, y'all. So I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is. So, thanks for joining me on the Crafty Bunch. Again, if you want this download, it is up above. Here's the cute little folio that I made today by painting some lemons and some leaves on a background paper. And then we painted some coordinating tags and pocket. Yes, uniform squares. Thank you, Christy. Then we just painted some tags and some pockets. Where'd my tag go? Oh, here's my tag. And some pockets for the inside. I could even go in here and paint the back. All right. I hope you enjoyed this. Grab the digital download if you want and show me some love on the YouTube. I would love new subscribers on my YouTube. Tons of videos on there for you guys. Thanks. Thank you, Christy, for coordinating this. Thank you. I love being part of the Crafty Bunch, you guys. It's awesome to be part of a community of creators who are out here to just support each other and help each other and share the love. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.